Yes, we are.
Matthew!
Yes.
Oh, gee, I wonder who's telling the truth.
I am.
We both are.
We are.
We both. You know perfectly well how closely Matthew and I have to work together.
Yes, day and night.
What
It's exhausting.
What he tried to say is that we have to work together so much that it feels like we're having an affair.
Well, it looks like we're having a little champagne. Would you care to join us?
No, she wouldn't. She's pregnant. Are you? What? Just answer the question. Are you pregnant?
You don't need my forgiveness.
I do.
You didn't rape me.
No. But I remember that night. Coming back here with you.
Al, I don't need a recap, Morgan. Kyle's dead. It's over.
No, it's not. It's not over. Not for me, it's not. I'm struggling here. Lorna, please. I'm trying to figure out what I did and what it means.
You didn't do anything. I'm the one who accused you, put you through a nightmare.
I could have done the same thing Kyle did.
You didn't.
But I wanted to. Don't you get it, Lorna?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Is that good?
We're going as soon as we eat.
Whatever.
Thanks for the food, Maggie.
Yeah, well, too bad for you. It's Hilda's day off. I'm pretty lame with pots and pans.
Well, I'm pretty bad about some things, too. Like saying goodbye. I'm sorry about the note, Maggie. Please don't be mad at me.
Who's mad? You want to go? Go. You just better do it my way, or you're not going to get very far.
Cafeteria, Judy Burrell, good morning.
Hi, this is Dr. Hudson. You sound awfully cheery this morning, Judy.
Act awake, feel awake.
Listen, Kate Baker wouldn't be here, would you?
No, she isn't.
Oh, well, when will she be in?
She won't. She's gone.
What do you mean she's gone? When is she due back?
She's not coming back, Dr. Hudson.
What do you mean, where is she? Damn it, Judy, tell me, where is she?
Victoria, I'm your mother. Well, that's not any defense. You did it once. You could do it again. Theoretically. But as you'll discover when you're my age...
There are women in England who are 60 years old, and they're popping kids out left and right.
Long live the Queen.
I may be a grandmother, but I'm not ready for the rocking chair yet.
Rocking
That's
chair, that's
exactly my...
interesting.
Wait a minute.
You had a glass of milk yesterday.
Yes, that's no crime.
You hate milk. You have always hated milk.
I told you I was drinking milk because I was trying to up my calcium
Have
intake.
you had one glass of milk since you had me and Marley?
Well, of course I have.
Have you?
Well, yes. I drink hot chocolate all the time.
Brilliant detective work, Vicky. I must
Hello,
commend
Hudson
you.
resident.
Well, you didn't have to be Columbo
Yes,
to
he
figure
is.
this one out.
Matthew,
Columbo,
it's production
excuse
office
me.
for you.
Yes, thank you.
Here.
Let me get that for you.
Take the telephone.
Hello? Hello?
All right, I give up. Does the condemned woman get one last request?
I'm not condemning you. I want you to be happy. You deserve to be happy.
Promise me you don't say a word.
Well, why?
Promise.
Why? What are
Promise.
you afraid of?
Because I have a position in society, I have a high-profile career, and I don't want my name in the tabloids.
Well, wouldn't have to worry about it if you you'd used a condom.
That's the
Yeah,
end
I
of
mean
this
it. Listen to me. You wouldn't be worrying about it if you were having safe sex.
Once. We slipped up one
That's
time.
all it takes. This isn't funny. Tell me about it. I can't even roll over in bed. Help me up. I remember. Oh, darling. We didn't get to have this conversation when you were growing up, when you were a teenager. We missed this with me giving you the advice. It's all right. I figured it out. So, I'm almost afraid to ask you this, but are we going to be nursing babies together?
You wanted to.
I wanted you. I was angry, and if I'd had a little more to drink, who knows?
But I know you now, Morgan. You're not like that. We've been through some pretty serious stuff together. I trust you.
Yeah? Right.
It's true.
Well, I know you now, too, and I like you, but that night, I didn't care about you. I didn't think about you as a person.
Yeah, well, I was coming on to you pretty hard that night. I mean, I was drinking. I was all over you.
Yeah, and I helped you out there, didn't I? I was practically pouring it down your throat. You were drunk, and that was fine by me, better than fine. It was exactly what I wanted. A woman who couldn't get it together enough to say no, who just lay back and give it up, and then I chalk it up as another win to the winds of charm and laugh about it with my friends. My friend. How is what I wanted to do any different from what Kyle did?
Sex without love is not a new concept to me, Morgan. I am intimately acquainted with where you were coming from that night at Sassy.
There have been women whose names I hardly knew.
You're not shocking me, Morgan.
If you hadn't just about passed out on the couch,
But I did pass out. And that didn't stop your friend Kyle, did it? Now, you're a decent guy. Give yourself a break.
Why? Why? You were raped. My best friend is dead.
Look at you, Morgan. Do you think for 1 minute that Kyle spent any time crying over the pain that he caused me? Or you? Or Marley? None of it was your fault. Let it go.
I tried. I'm trying to let it go. But it's always there. It keeps coming back. And it won't let go of me.
I don't appreciate being spoken to in that manner, Dr. Hudson.
Judy, I'm terribly sorry. I was out of line, but I have to find Kate.
Why? So you can tell her she looks like your dead wife again? Listen, this isn't just about your needs, Dr. Hudson.
I am asking you to call me if you hear from her, please.
Morning.
Good morning. See you at the hospital. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't wake you.
Oh, it's not exactly dawn.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me sleep in. It took me hours to drop off last night.
Sure.
Are you all right? You look so far away.
Well, you should never have married a doctor. Doctor, you know how preoccupied we are with our work.
Well, not today, you're not.
Not today? Oh, what about today?
Look into my eyes. Repeat after me. I am spending the day at home with my wife. Come on. Come on. I'm spending the day at home with my wife.
Kelsey, I'm going to have to go to the hospital at some time.
Oh, no. You are not getting out of these arms today. Have I ever told you about my favorite fantasy?
Kelsey.
I wear a stethoscope and nothing else. Come on, let's go upstairs and play doctor.
Listen, I have to go and check on Frankie and Charlie. Cass asked me to check on them.
Well, I'll go with you.
Well, I've got a better idea. Why don't you stay here and plan our whole day for us? Anything your little heart desires. Okay, come on, surprise me.
Surprise you?
Yeah.
Well, how can I pass that up? Won't be long, okay?
It won't be.
I need you.
Okay, let's hear it. What is your way?
You're kidding me. You're going to listen to me all of a sudden?
Well, I know from experience that I don't have a choice.
Okay, the first thing that we have to deal with is the Shaw monster.
Miss Shaw's not going to give up, Maggie. She's a social worker to dedicated people.
Yeah, well, she could be dedicated to you. Shaw should be helping you instead of hunting you down.
And there ought to be world peace, too, right? Doesn't mean it's going to happen, Maggie.
You always look at things the wrong way. You're always from the negative side.
Well, that's what I've known.
Oh, don't start this with me now. I'm not in the mood for a rerun of I'm poor, you're rich, you'll never understand me, la la la. I don't need it right now.
Look, I'm not saying life in the Corey state isn't real, Maggie. But some realities are harder to live in. Like in my world, they'll come after you and they'll take whatever they want. No question, no explaining, nothing. And here, if there's a problem... Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but could I ask for your permission to ask a simple question?
You're right.
I am?
So I say let's use it.
What?
It's wrong, I know. They treat rich people like they have more rights. Even if Shaw is hot on your trail, she is not going to go up to the Corey Mansion door pounding. I know you're in there. The point is that you're safe, and you can stay until you're ready to make a move.
We're ready now.
No, you're not. You're nowhere near.
Enough, Maggie.
No, Tomas, you promised that you'd listen to me, and all you've done is spout philosophy. Now, you need a practical plan so you can avoid the Shaw monster.
You're stalling, aren't you?
Okay, I admit it. I want you to stay. It's kind of for personal reasons.
Oh.
Tomas, my mother dragged me all over Europe, and look what it did to me. Louisa needs to have a home. She needs to have friends that she can grow up with.
Well, Kate and I will do. It's only for a while, maybe a year.
A year?
We better start getting ready, guys.
No!
Come on, Maggie.
I am serious, Tomas. You don't know where the social fanatic is. You can't just go out there blind and risk running into her on the road.
She could be anywhere.
I said I'd help, and I will. Now, you, Kate, and Louisa should stay here now while I find out about Shaw.
How will you do that?
You should know by now, Tomas. I'm a natural snoop. I'm going to go over to the hospital. I'm going to ask some questions. I'm going to find out the lay of the land. Then I will report back here with jelly donuts for you.
Maggie.
Tomas, it's okay. There's no one in the house. You have the whole estate to yourself. Relax.
This girl is really...
Creative.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. She's doing too much. I don't know why she's so involved. Don't you?
They said that Charlie can come home tomorrow.
Hey, that's great. I can't wait to get my two girls home.
Oh, neither can we. Charlie is just busting to get out of here.
Did she tell you that herself?
Well, not in so many words, but she did say, ah. And I, of course, understood what she meant.
Of course. Don't tell me you two are going to communicate telepathically. Maybe we should have named her Tabitha.
Oh, that's cute. But no, it's not ESP. It's, you know, the mother-daughter bond, which is a very powerful thing. The ESP comes later.
Oh.
You, I have to say, are being much too quiet.
I'm sorry. You know that I'm happy for both
Yes,
of you.
I know.
We know the risks, John.
Hey! I want only happiness here. Pure, unadulterated joy. No mixed emotions whatsoever.
Right.
Okay. So, why don't we go sing, you know, some oldies to her? She really likes those, okay?
Go ahead. No, I have some things that I have to do. What could possibly be more important than that? Come on, John. You're Charlie's first uncle-in-law once removed.
I really
think
don't
got
feel
that
like
right.
singing.
You all right?
No, it's Kate, isn't it?
gone, Frankie.
Where?
I don't know. She left no forwarding address. I just checked with personnel. Judy Burrell knows where she is, but she's not going to tell me. Who's Kate?
Kate Baker, works in the hospital cafeteria.
Used to. I scared her off, asked too many questions.
But you couldn't help it.
What does she have to do with you? That's what I'm trying to figure out. She looks like Charlene. Exactly like Charlene.
She really does.
I woke up this morning and I thought, no, this is some bizarre separated at birth plastic surgery kind of fluke. But then I remembered her voice, the way she moved, her eyes. No, she is Charlene, or else I'm crazy.
You're not crazy. There just has to be an explanation.
Well, I thought of one, but it's a stretch.
Well, it's definitely time to leave Bay City.
I thought you really liked it here.
Oh, I do. I did. Felt more like home here than any place has in a long time.
Yeah,
You know, but there are a lot of good towns with a lot of good people, and we're going to find another one.
I know. I was right about Dr. Hudson, wasn't I? You freaked out about that wife thing, and now you just want to get out of here.
Well, no, come on, it's more than that. You were right. Things were closing in. The social services and Shaw.
And Dr. Hudson?
Oh, okay. Yes, if you really want to know, yeah, the guy gives me the creeps. He really does. I mean, is it my fault? I look like his dead wife, I ask you.
Well, that's definitely strange.
Yeah. It's even more strange to have his current wife asking to meet with me, popping up in the cafeteria, whispering Charlene.
Who's Charlene?
The dead wife. It's very peculiar. It truly is peculiar. I mean, both of them following me around, trying to get some kind of an answer, and I don't even know what the question is. I mean, did they think I rose from the grave?
Kate, don't worry about it. We're going to be out of here really soon. Okay?
I love you. Vagabond trio. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Even gypsies need money, though. I'm going to call Judy, and I'm going to see if I can get my final paycheck.
Cafeteria, Judy Burrell, good morning.
You're better than a vitamin pill, you know that?
Well, I work in a hospital. I do my part. It's good to hear your voice, girlfriend.
Hey,
Likewise. Look, I know it's a long shot, but...
what do you need?
My final paycheck. Any chance I could get that before we leave?
When are you splitting?
Well,
We're ready to go.
Well, consider it done.
listen, Miss Shaw been in looking for us?
I haven't seen her.
Maybe she bought the Oregon story. Judy, thank you for everything. Wait, how will I get my check?
I'll drop it off on my break. Is there a maid or a butler over there?
Servant's day off.
Look, why don't you give me your number? I'll call you when I pick up the check.
555-7923.
Got it.
You're a godsend.
Well, everybody
Doesn't think so. I think I ought to tell you. Dr. Hudson was pretty angry with me this morning.
With you? Why?
He wants to see you.
Oh, that man, I'm telling you, Judy, I don't know how I pegged him for so long.
Well, we all thought he had his head screwed on tight, but I think he's losing it, Kate.
Well, I can't be worried about John Hudson. I gotta keep these kids safe.
I hear you.
Don't tell him where I am, Judy. I don't want to see him again. No, I'm not pregnant.
Here goes our chance to be on the cover of The Intruder.
Thank God.
Do I detect a slight note of regret?
No, not one bit. I think Matthew is disappointed, though.
That's really sweet. You know, I think he really is crazy about you. Oh, boy, is he cute. Do you ever, like, take his hair down?
Stop it.
No, I mean it, do you?
No,
I bet
enough.
you do. I know you guys are really hot together. I can just picture it.
Did she fess up?
I think we're actually, embarrassing my mother a little bit here. Look at her. She's blushing.
Pretty.
You blush. Stop. Both of you. You look beautiful.
Beautiful.
I gotta go.
Victoria, just remember, please.
What?
Promise me.
What are you worried about? Huh? I think it's really wonderful, Here.
I am so proud of you.
Why?
For telling Vicky.
Well, she figured it out.
Well, you could have stonewalled. Politicians do it all the time, but you didn't. You told her. You did it. The worst is over. Who's next?
I don't like the sound of that.
Marley? Michael?
No, I'm not planning to tell anybody, and if we're careful, especially in public, there's nobody else that ever has to find out.
Well, maybe you're not planning to tell anybody, but I am.
What? Wait a minute, Matthew. No, don't you dare. We have an agreement.
That was then. That was a long time ago.
Think about the repercussions and what we said about our families and our
Vicky
business.
loves it. She thought it was great.
Well, your mother isn't going to think it's great. I guarantee that.
Give me the phone.
No.
Give me
No,
the phone.
Matthew,
Give
who
me
are
the
you
phone.
calling?
My mother.
No.
It's her opinion that scares you the most. She's the first one I'm going to tell.
I have this room memorized. Every chair, table, spot on the rug where I spilled a beer that night.
Been clean.
I wish I could wipe away my dreams that easily.
Yeah. Send them out to the dream cleaners. They come back happy.
Normal. What I wouldn't give for a normal dream to wake up with a smile on my face instead of in a cold sweat.
Or screaming, but no sound comes out of your throat. That one's abuse.
You have nightmares too?
But I figure they can't last a lifetime. I mean, it's not life without parole, right? What?
Oh, I'm afraid that this is gonna last a lifetime.
What do you mean?
Well, I can't seem... I like this girl. She's funny, she's smart, she's pretty. I'm very attracted to her, but
I don't think you should be telling me this, Morgan.
Oh, please. I am not impotent. At least I don't think I am.
Morgan.
I want this woman. I care for her. We get close. I kiss her. We start touching.
Don't.
The moment there is real contact, I get disoriented. I start losing it. Flashes come in and out. I am touching her. I am touching you. I am touching you. Now, this can happen once, twice, maybe, but I am
This is never gonna stop.
But I'm sorry.
It's happening to me too, okay? The dream, the sweat, the touching thing, all of it.
This is never gonna go away.
Now stop it. You're behaving like a child.
Me? I'm not the one sneaking around pretending. Oh, that's real mature right there. Yeah.
I'm not going to let you make the mistake of your life. You just calm down, and you're not going to make any phone calls.
Now, I don't need your phone to do anything.
Matthew, you're being insane. What are you doing?
This is Matt Corey. I got an announcement to make.
What?
Donna, wait.
Here.
Would you please? I have to do this. You don't understand.
You've had too much champagne. You're not going to drink
That's what you think. You think I'm drunk? You think this is what's going on? Please.
I'm not your baby. Don't say
Yes,
that.
you are my baby. I love you. Don't you know that?
You think Kate Baker is another one of Charlene's personalities?
The only explanation that makes any sense.
I can't explain away Charlene's wedding ring.
Does she know about any of this?
No. No, and she's terrified. She thinks that I'm a lunatic. I went to her apartment and asked to see her.
Is she married?
No, I don't think so. She lives with a kid named Tomas and his little sister, Louisa.
John treated the little girl once, but he never saw Kate.
Tomas works in the hospital after school. They've both been right here.
What does Kelsey think you should do about this?
I haven't told her. I don't want to involve her until I have a handle on this thing. She's so insecure about Charlene as it is.
It's a delicate situation. There's no doubt about that.
John, maybe it'll help if you go to see a counselor. Talk this over together or on your own.
Yeah, right. The last time I consulted a psychiatrist about Charlene, the woman tried to kill her. I thought she had. No, I can't go outside myself for these answers.
Is there anything we can do to help you?
Just let me know if you hear anything about Kate.
Sure. Yeah, are you going to be home?
I've got to try to find her. I can't let her get away again.
Okay, well, good luck.
That's what I could use, a little luck.
Hello, Marguerite.
Maggie's the name, investigation's my game. Hey, I'm following in your wife's footsteps.
Heaven help this town.
Hey, don't discourage her. It's a very honorable profession inspired by Socrates.
Yeah, he's the guy who always asks questions. I knew that.
How can we help you, O seeker of the truth?
Well, I need some advice. Off-the-record legal advice.
Okay.
Strictly confidential. I mean, there's lives at risk here.
Lay it on me.
Okay, well, there's this friend of mine, and she's a really nice lady, but the social services want to take away her little girl.
Maybe she's not such a nice lady. Has there been any abuse?
Oh, no way. She's a great mom. Only she's not really a mom. She's kind of like a guardian. But not legally. But she'd like to be legal, but she doesn't know what she has to do. So, could you tell me what she has to do so I can go back and tell her before it's too late?
Maggie Corey, are you talking about Kate Baker? Do you know where she is?
You love me?
Yeah, I do.
You love me.
Yes, I love you.
This is awful.
Well, I was hoping for a little more than that, but I'm flexible. It's okay.
Don't joke about this. This is disastrous.
We're not going to be stoned by the villagers in the square. Our friends will be very happy.
You don't understand. You're too young.
Would you stop with that nonsense? I don't care if you're a little older than I am.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You're the tender jailbait, and I'm the nasty cradle
I
snatcher.
am not jailbait. And I like it when you're nasty.
People will stare at us in the street.
Let them stare. You're gorgeous. They should stare.
Yeah, well, I may not always be so gorgeous.
What are you saying?
No, you don't know how you're going to feel later on.
Later on. Define later on.
When I have wrinkles and I'm,
Honey, I've noticed one or two wrinkles, and I love them. I love you.
Stop saying that. What about when you're 40 or 50 and I'm 250? What about then?
Would you stop? You know, you're going to have to find another argument, because this one's getting
Matthew,
really
it's
tired.
different for men. It really is. Women like older men. But when men get older, then they...
What? What?
Don't make me say
Would you
it.
say it,
They want a
please?
younger woman. You're going to leave me for a younger woman.
No,
You know
I'm
you
not. I
Yes, you
won't.
will.
Why won't you believe that? It's about time you started trusting me. Come on, what do you say?
You mean Kate the cook? That Kate? I didn't know her last name was Baker. I hardly know her.
I am serious, Maggie.
So am I, and I'm running out of time for my friend. Are you going to help me?
Well, she can get custody if she can show that she's a responsible person with roots in the community.
But she doesn't have any. She hasn't been here that long.
Well, roots in some community, and she also has to have friends who are willing to vouch for her character.
Oh, that's not a problem at all. I mean, everyone likes her. She's a great person.
Well, fine. Then the judge would have to agree that it would be in the child's best interests to have your friend as her guardian.
I knew it. This is going to be so easy.
Now, none of this is a lock, Maggie. There are lots of surprises that can occur once you get to court.
Yeah, but it's good enough. It's good enough for a start. Thanks, Cass.
Your enthusiasm is admirable, but this is a lot for you to deal with on your own. Why don't you tell your friend to give me a call?
I don't know. I mean, she's a very, very private person. But I'll, tell her you asked that. Thanks. Bye.
I am sure that her friend is Kate Baker.
Well, whoever she is, I would bet that she's about to get some second-hand legal advice.
Nope.
Okay, well, we've got to get some change. We have to make a phone call.
John, I was just going to give up on you.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Guess what?
What?
I'm letting Charlie go home tomorrow.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's right.
Oh, now that you're back, I hate to leave you alone, but I have to run to the store.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Don't you want to know what I'm going to buy?
Sure.
Whipped cream.
Just whipped cream? Hello.
John, it's Frankie.
Well, thanks for calling. Any change in her condition?
I think so. When I get back, we are going out for the day. I'm taking you on a picnic. Don't go anywhere.
Frankie, you still there?
Yeah.
Do you know where Kate is?
No, but I think I know how you can find her. I don't think I can give you the kind of references you're looking for, Maggie.
Sure you can, Kate. All we have to do is write a letter, make a bunch of copies, send them to all your friends in Port Jarvis.
No, you know, it's really just not as easy as you make it sound.
How hard can it be to write a letter and talk to people and get a hold of a former employer? Come on.
No, you know, I wasn't in Port Jarvis all that long. I mean, as close as we were, Tomas, I didn't even know your mom all that long.
What about before that? Where were you living? I mean, you're not rich, you're not married, so you had to make a living, right? All we need to do is get a hold of one of your former bosses.
No, I don't want to do this.
I thought you were going to help us get out of here.
I'd rather help you stay.
Well, it's becoming clearer and clearer that we're not going to be able to do that.
Don't worry, Kate. Okay. We'll stick to our original plan. Okay, our bags are packed, and as soon as Luisa wakes
Why
up
don't you
from
call
her nap,
Cass before you go?
he might turn us in.
He's a lawyer. They have an oath of confidentiality. It's like talking to a priest.
Okay, that was a really good idea, Maggie. And you've done so much for us, but it's not going to work.
But it's not going to work. Big surprise. Everyone always walks out on me. Why should you guys be any different? My mother couldn't give up her rich men. My father had to go find a new family. Ian, Dean, Rachel. Go ahead and leave. I wouldn't want to spoil my average.
Why don't you wait until Luisa wakes up?
No, Tomas, that'll just make it harder. I wanted to take you guys around to the estate. I wanted to show you. Louise would love to play in the garden. We have mud there, and there's some crocuses coming up.
Listen, you two, you know, I have to hang around here for Judy's phone call about the check. We can't leave before then, so why don't you get outside, take a walk? I'll wait by the phone.
Well, what if something wrong happens while I'm not here?
Well, Louise is asleep, and I've got a whole bag of jelly donuts.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. We won't go very far. It'll be fun. Please?
Couldn't take it anymore. Victor just kept coming at me.
What?
Oh, I don't mean he wanted sex or that he was trying to hurt me. He was very kind and very patient, and he was trying to help me through it.
Well, that's good. Isn't it? Why push him away?
Why are you here spilling your guts to me, Morgan? Why aren't you basking in the afterglow with Brett? I mean, that is who you're so attracted to, isn't it?
Yeah. That's who I'm running from.
So what do you think this is doing to her, huh? I want you, Brett. I don't want you, Brett. Getting her all worked up.
Well, that's
and
what
then
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, well, what if it never changes? Is it really fair to keep them hanging on? Brett, Victor, whoever else is unlucky enough to fall in the path of the walking wounded.
Did Victor want out of your relationship?
Probably would leave.
Did Victor want out of your relationship?
Look, Victor is a person trained to help people in need. Passion, compassion. It's very hard for him to know the difference.
Well, it seems to me that you need both to make a good relationship work. Victor is your friend. He's proven that. After the rape, during the trial, after Kyle was murdered.
You're saying he deserves some kind of a reward?
He's a friend.
I know. I agree with you. He deserved to be cut loose so he can get what he needs elsewhere.
What he needs. All men are not pigs. Victor loves you.
He loves you, Lorna. All you need to do is look at him to see that. I'm sure that he will not push for any more than you're ready to give.
He already has. And I don't mean sex. I mean... Before I met Victor, I mean, it was a lot of guys. No, in the beginning I knew they used me, but then I learned the game. I ran it, I got what I wanted, and I was gone. So that I could do that with Victor, that we were both into it, you know? Then something happened. I don't know, he got to me. It was scary, you know? I didn't want to feel that much. Can you believe that? I didn't want to feel. And then he just kept pushing back at me, telling me how good I am, how much he cared for me, how much he loved for me. I mean, that's what I was doing that night, you know? That night. No.